This might be the easiest video for me to film ever. Welcome back, you guys. I don't know if you've seen my 10-minute makeup series, but I recently just did a out the door, gotta run errands 10-minute makeup look, and I got a request to see if I could recreate that using exclusively my Seint products. And I was like, oh my gosh, not only can I, but I feel pretty confident that it's gonna take less than 10 minutes because it's all right here. If you guys aren't familiar with Seint, it's your customizable one compact makeup, literally everything under the sun that you could want in a palette that is like right here. That's why this goes so fast. So today we're gonna use our Seint makeup, our pilot brush, which is the 4-in-1 brush that has 4 different ends, the line spoolie brush, and maybe we'll do a little pepper pencil and some raspberry lip oil. We'll get crazy and finish it off with a very pretty, easy, summery lip. But if you're looking for something that isn't heavy on color correction, it's just your skin but better, it gets you out the door, I like to consider it like this is my Seint fresh face. Like I'm fresh faced, in just a few minutes I feel good, I gotta go. This is gonna be the video for you. So let's jump into it. Okay, so I lied. We're also gonna use, getting low, our Plush Prep Mist. You guys, I don't know if you saw, but Seint is going to do free shipping Memorial Day weekend, Friday through Monday. I just made me think of that because I'm like, I need to restock this. And if you don't want to pay shipping, then pick yourself up any of the products that you need to restock over the holiday weekend, and it's going to ship for free. So that's exciting. So anyways, we are going to start with this product just to get the skin kind of hydrated and glowy. It makes it even easier to blend in our creams. And since we're doing, for me, I'm just going to do a teeny bit of color correction under the eyes and in this bag area here. And then the rest is just my main highlight and some finishing touches, but it makes it even easier to buff and blend your makeup when your skin is super hydrated, and I really like this product. So with that being said, let's see if we can get this done in between 5 and 7 minutes. So I'm looking at the clock and we are gonna start it right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the small end of the pilot brush and I'm going to use my color corrector first to color correct the discoloration under the eye. I'm gonna flip this over and buff this in, a little bit of redness. And all I really wanna do is feel a little bit more confident right there. My color corrector that I'm using, you guys, it is all customized. So I get a lot of questions about oh, what color corrector are you using? I primarily use Mango. It does change based on the depth of my discoloration and what the skin around it looks like, but it is really important to know that the color corrector is a part of my overall color match. So if you get a color corrector that's maybe really good for your under eyes, but kind of makes the rest of the makeup look off a little bit, that's because you wanna make sure that you're getting a full custom color match that includes, does anything need to be changed with my main highlight shades to accommodate for the fact that I'm using a warm color corrector, or maybe something that's just a little bit different on my base than what I'm used to. Now I'm gonna go in and we are going to tap, tap. Now I'm gonna bother to put my whole brush together because we're doing fast makeup. Tap, tap, and I'm gonna press, and I'm gonna press this underneath the eye as well because I'm not doing brightener, I'm not doing anything to lighten up around the face today. This is hey, I was just out in the garden, which is a true story, and I need to go run back out and get something that I'm missing, pick up my kids, and get the rest of my day started. I don't need a full face, right? So I put that color corrector under the eyes. Now I am tap, tap. This is currently, my shade is Hazel. Again, depends on the depth of my skin. In the dregs of winter, I am going to be Candlelit or Athens. I'm gonna go into the center of the face. It's been 2 minutes. And now with nothing else, I'm just pressing on, making sure that that's dispersed nice and even. Same brush, bronzer. Coat the brush, go around the perimeter of the face. But like I was saying, the color correctors aren't just universal for if you have this, then this. It's unfortunately not quite that simple. So get a custom color match. I will tell you what color corrector is going to take care of the discoloration or the concerns that you have. Maybe it's hyper or hypopigmentation, vitiligo. And then what you need on top of that to balance the overall look. Bronzer, I'm going back to the small brush. I did color correct and use my main highlight shade on my eyes as a base. And now I'm taking the bronzer up above the crease and onto the base of the hood. 3 minutes. And we are almost done, you guys. Literally, like, you could do this every day. You just have to be comfortable with your skin showing through. This is what I would consider a light coverage look. I teach a lot of medium coverage. I'm gonna spray my Plush Prep Mist into my brow wax. I teach a lot of medium coverage because what I find with Seint is light coverage is easy to get. Medium coverage that looks like skin is hard to get. A lot of people are teaching just more and more and more of the makeup, and I find that to be not the best answer. I'm gonna go into my Vanilla Dust and set down all the creams on the eyes. Building up Seint in light layers is going to give you a more skin-like finish through and through than just adding more and more and more of your main highlight shade. 4 minutes. This is my Vanilla Dust setting powder. I go back to this. Ooh, flip over. Pink Flamingo and Pink Slip. Current favorite little combo here. Look at that. 4.5 minutes. I am gonna use my contour. Obviously, totally optional, just to add a little bit of depth of color to my brows. And since we already have this out, let's line the bottom lip. There we go. You guys, literally, we haven't even hit the 5-minute mark yet. I mean, if that doesn't look fresh in 5 minutes, I don't know what does. Like, to me, that's like the perfect 5-minute makeup look. And there we have it, 5 minutes right there. So adding a little bit of mascara here in the final seconds. And this is what I would do. If I wanted to use Seint and get out the door in just a few minutes, and I was okay with letting my skin be skin, a light coverage look, but still taking care of the extremely distracting parts of my face to me, and that's the darkness under my eyes and just a little bit of this redness right here on the cheeks. That's what I would do. So let's do a quick breakdown here, okay? Grabbing the Pilot brush, I took my color corrector underneath in a very light layer where I have those bags, pressed a little bit onto the high points of the face where I got sunburnt the other day. Then I took the fluffy end of the Pilot brush into my main highlight shade, pressed or did a little buffing all over the face. Anywhere that I had color corrector, I pressed it on. If I buff it on, it mixes with the color corrector. That defeats the purpose. Went in between the brows, took that same brush into my Bella bronzer, perimeter of the face, top part of the cheekbone where you would naturally get kissed by the sun, but also kind of blending that. This is where I would bronze, this is where I would contour to create shape to the face. Using that same set of brushes, I did color correct my eyelids, put bronzer up above the crease so that it wouldn't, so my any creams that I put on the eyes, I either have to set or I have to be very light-handed if they're not something that dries down so I don't get a lot of creasing because of the amount of skin that I have on the eye. So in this look, I keep the bronzer above where that crease is so that I don't have to worry about it, but I did still set it along with the area under my eyes and in the smile lines just to minimize creasing, mattify things just a tinge. And it's not even like a dry matte. It's more like just reducing a little bit of the glow, and that will also help with longevity. From there, I took some blush onto the cheeks. We used our brow wax to frame the face and shape the brows, using contour and the other side of the line spoolie to fill in sparse brows. We used that to contour the lips instead of our pepper pencil today. Took a little bit of the raspberry and I grabbed the lash leather mascara just for the outer corners of the lashes. And you guys, that whole thing, including mascara, took 5 minutes and 12 seconds. And I feel really good. Like, I could go out like this and do very, very often. Like, there are plenty of days where I don't wear anything at all, but when I want something simple and easy, this is just my little compact confidence, you guys. As always, if you need a custom color match, there is a link down in the description box below as to how to get one. I will help you pick out what shades you need to accomplish the goals that you have. And then obviously I have endless videos, but I will also send you videos on how to set up your palette, you know, the step-by-step process that you go to so that you are ready to rock and roll with your new makeup. You guys, if you like today's video, please give it a big thumbs up. That really helps my channel. It means a lot to me. And if you haven't considered subscribing already, what are you waiting for? We are having fun here. Like, every week we're having a good time. We're learning about makeup, we're trying new products, we're trying different techniques, all through the lens of like, okay, but what does this look like on real skin? Because that's the thing. It's real easy to love makeup on skin that looks like it's been given an excessive amount of love and not a lot of life. I do try and give my skin some love, but life's over here, and it's reflected in what you see, and that's okay, because I wouldn't have it any other way. But that is the lens through which I view products. Does it cover discoloration? Does it not cover discoloration? Is it meant to be your skin but better? What is the level of coverage? Does it mattify? Is it hydrating? Is it glowy? Is it going to emphasize fine lines and wrinkles? All the things. Is it going to make my lips look crustier and dustier and wrinklier than they already do, or juicier and almost there? Like, look, I almost look like I have lips today. So that's it, guys. I hope you choose to subscribe and hang out with us often. I appreciate you guys so much for being here, and we'll see you again next week. Bye-bye.